Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a pair of boots and shoes. Now if you follow these ideas, this will be for both men's and women's, so it's women's boots and shoes I'll be doing. But guys, you can follow this to make yourself a nice pair of boots or shoes. Okay, so everyone, please make sure that you're logged into your RLC profile or your Utherverse profile and your RLC game, and just stay in the closet for this. It's much easier. Open up GIMP. Now what I want you to do is go over here and in your search engine, once mine loads up, type in for the ladies boots, or for the guys boots. And then you just do a search. Now, as I've told you before, I'm not the best artist in the world, so I tend to use a lot of textures and such like from the likes of these images. Okay, now just choose a nice pair of boots that you like. These are quite nice. Yeah, and they're nice and sharp, so they would look nice on a pair of boots. So all you do is save the image, click Save Image As, and in fact I'll do that now because I want to change mine, because I've already got one from the class we did. Save it on your desktop, click Save, and then close this. We'll do the boots first. Right, so, oh hang on, I haven't got my expansion drive plugged in, which is no use because that is where my mesh is at. Bear with me a second, guys. So what we're going to do today is make a nice pair of boots. And you can see on this outfit here that I made yesterday, I've got a nice little pair of fur cuffed ankle boots there. Again, I did this using these ideas I'm going to be sharing with you now. And you can see the fur effect up on my jacket there, and the pockets. Pretty, isn't it? I made these jeans again, just using textures from, but these little chains here I did using GIMP and the chrome effect. It looks quite sharp, and the same with the jewellery and the earrings. I used one of my brushes and used the chrome effect, but I'll do another video of how to do that today. Okay, right, so file open. Go into GIMP, file open, when it eventually opens for you. Mine seems to be having problems today, very unusual. Go, click on expansion drive or your desktop, sorry, UV maps. I want that as a list. It's much easier to find the meshes if they're in a list, not as images. So today I'll have shoes. Now, as those little boots have got quite a high heel on this one, but on the others I want something that's not got quite a high heel, but sometimes, a lot of times with this one might do. Open. Sorry guys, my expansion drive is playing up. Wrong one. File open. Expansion drive. Again, it's your designer kit you're looking for, whatever it is. Shoes, there we go. And that one was, what was it? Just go through all of them until you find the boot or shoe that you're looking for. And that's one. Shoe number 8, so open. And then that's already set at 1024, so that's fine. Go over here and create your new layer. Make sure you're on your Moto. And then you want to open up the image that you've just saved. So I saved mine on my desktop, it should be about there. No? There we go. There it is. Now, a word of warning here. What we're wanting is basically the texture, because when you put this onto your avatar in RLC, it won't look identical to this boot, but like I say, what you're after is the actual texture. Okay, the likes of the fur and the lace ups and the buckles, etc. So, right, so now right click on your image, add alpha channel, select your fuzzy select tool and bring that up to about there so that it outlines all of that. Then right click, edit and cut. Right click, edit and cut. Right click, edit and cut. Don't worry about this because all you do is click on, sorry about this guys, all you do is click there, remove that and then go into your eraser tool and making sure you're on the hard eraser, just remove that. Okay. Now, because these boots are facing the opposite way, just go into your image, transform, flip horizontally, and that puts it the way you wanted. Right, so now, what you want to do is, we cut this out in stages, you just don't cut out, you can cut out the whole boot, but a lot of times it just, you end up having to go back and just redo the whole thing. So I tend to cut it out in stages, so I've outlined it, select, invert, and then cut. So all you're left to do is that, double click in there and then edit, copy, go back over here making sure you've added your transparent layer and then paste. You see that's pretty close, that's not too bad, but you have to play about with this. So just move the heel down to about there and then duplicate it, move it again, duplicate it and move it over a bit. Don't worry about all this here just now. Duplicate it and bring this one up a bit, over, duplicate it. Right, so that's all good. So now what you want to do is merge those down. Sorry guys. Merge those down, right click, merge down, right click, merge down. Now merge them all down until you're on the first one you did and then just bring it underneath. Messed up somewhere there, but this is where your smudge tool comes in awful handy. Don't worry about these pieces here, but for the heel and that, just click on your smudge tool and just merge them all down and then just smudge it out a bit in there, and you can see that tidies that up nicely. Okay, don't worry about all the, oh hang on, we've got a wee bit of that. If you see like there's a wee gap in there, you just fill it, use your smudge tool and fill it in. Being careful because if you smudge it too much, it'll actually become transparent. You don't want that. Just tidy it up a wee bit. Okay, again, not worrying about that. Go over and add a new layer. Sorry guys, I'm just connecting that, I'm not leaving it at the moment. And then going back to your edit and do select none, edit and do cut. So you've got all this back again. Now what you want to do is just inside there, because all we're wanting at the moment is the front instep of the boot. So cut round there and then select, invert, edit, cut. Now these would make a nice pair of guys boots too, even though they are ladies, because the guys would look completely different. And then copy and paste. And then all you do is move this down, scale it up a bit, make sure those chain links are locked, and just scale it up a bit. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Yep, That looks quite effective there. Go over, add a new layer, and then going back to your image, edit, undo select, edit, undo cut. Now we want this buckle area, and again, now we don't want the lace up there. So what we want to do is just cut out basically there, select, invert. Again, it's just a case of cutting out and pasting, basically copying and pasting. Always remember to remove those lines, and it does take a bit of practice this, but once you get it down pat, pretty good. Paste, come over, and just move this down. Now what we're going to have to do here is, when you scale it, make sure the chain links are unlocked and make it a bit wider and not quite as high. So, just bring it down, because remember we want the fur effect boot up here. Now I know this is a trainer style, but it will be quite effective on this boot, and you'll see what I'm on about in a minute. I'm just taking that in. And what we want to do here, I'm just thinking about this, guys. Yes, no, we will click on your scale tool and do bring that over a bit. Yeah, that's much better. You can see we're starting to get the effect we want. New layer. Okay. Go back to your image, edit, undo. I mean, if you're good at art and stuff like that, then you could actually do a lot of this freehand. But I'm hopeless at art, so I do it this way. And you don't need to worry about this other side of the boot, because as you remember, everything is 2D effect on the software. It only becomes 3D when you put it onto the avatar. Select, invert, edit, cut. And copy. We've added a new layer. It's all about layers, guys. And then paste. And we shall bring this down a bit. Now that needs to be at a slight angle, so just using your rotate tool. Now here's where you have to play about with it. So we want to, again, making sure those are unlocked, bring it up a bit and widen it a bit. Pretty much spot on with the, if you watch there you can see that it's just, don't worry about these little bits here, because you do want to have like a cupped effect. Widen it just a wee bit more. Yep, that'll do it. And then as you can see we've still got a bit up here, so we do a wee bit of cheating here. Alright, so you just duplicate that, bring it up ever so slightly so you can see it underneath, and then put that layer underneath, and you can see what I'm doing here. Just making sure that the buckle isn't showing through that. Same again, bring it up a little bit more, and then down the toe, just grabbing it, doing the same again, moving it just a little bit, and then putting it underneath. And you can see right there. So now what we want to do is we need to merge all these down so we can tidy it up a bit. Merge it down, merge down, merge down, and then lower the opacity. Just, I mean, for this you don't need to use your select, just use your eraser and carefully, doesn't have to be perfect again, just carefully erase, just so it looks tidy in your files more than anything else. I mean, you don't have to do this, but I like to do it because then it looks tidier. Right, so go back over and bring the opacity back. That's going to be quite a nice little boot, I think. Now, I'm going to show you another cheat that I use. Go into your Google again. I'll save all these textures and that for you guys and put them in a folder on the cloud. So what you want is boot soles. It's a good idea to take a bunch of these because they do actually look quite effective in RLC. Click on images, and there you can see we've got a shed load of them. I want something that's really effective, but with that type of boot. I like these ones. All you do is save image. You don't need to change the name or anything, just save it. Close that. Go back into GIMP. You can close this down because we're finished with this now. Changes. And then add a new layer on your image there. File, open. We don't want to open it as layers yet. And there's mine there. Right, so bring the image, scale image up to, open those, and scale it up to 512. Just make your window a bit larger so you can see what you've got. Right, that looks good. Right click on it, add alpha channel, and then using your fuzzy select tool, that's a bit too much as you can see. We just want the outline. Out there. Perfect. So select, invert, and cut. Oh, see, that shouldn't happen. Okay, exchange that. Okay, and now all you do is use your erase tool and carefully, when you get to the other sole, carefully, doesn't have to be perfect, carefully erase all this one. And then remove tool. See, now again, I think this one's got to be on the wrong side, so it's just a case of image, transform, flip horizontally. Easy as that, and it's much easier having the mesh and the image facing the same way. Saves you an awful lot of hassle. Copy, make sure you've got a new layer, and paste. As you can see, that's nothing like that there, so we have to play about with our, oh, you see I've got a spare bit there, that's easy to fix. Just go in there and erase that like so. Right, so what we want to do is make this elongated. So leave those unlocked and just drag it. See there, that's going to go nicely once I'm done with it. Bit more. Now for the height. Just out there, elongate it just a wee bit more. Now this isn't what we're looking for, this isn't going to fit perfect. What we're looking for is the actual thread on the sole, because that will show up. See, I've still got a mesh there, and if you don't hide that, then you will have a hole in your sole, and you don't want that. So just bring the height down just a little bit more. Perfect. Making sure, now what you can do is just move tool, and you move that outline, and then you can see if you turn down the opacity, you can see whether you're actually overlapping into the other one. No, we're okay, we're right on it, and that's fine. Right, merge both of these down, and then go into your filters, enhance, sharpen. And then come over a wee bit. more this one that we're looking to sharpen. I'm not so worried about the fold. More maybe? No, a bit too much. So just go really sharpen and bring down the sharpness a bit. Nope, still a bit too much. Edit. Sharpen. Like I say, just play about with these until you've got it how you want. That's much better. Hide your mesh. Right, here's where export as. Now when you're making shoes, what I do so that I don't get lost is make sure you have the shoes 08 or whatever number the mesh is in your title, and that will become clear when we upload it into the publisher. So these are, I'll just put cut boots. You can put whatever title you want. Brown boots. These are ladies. I always put F in or N, F for female or N for male, because then I know when I see that F, I think, oh yeah, F for male, female. Now you still got it as JPEG, so go down to select file by type and make it a pin image. Export. There we go. Now let's go back into RLC. Go up to clothing. Create outfit. Go to new style. Go to female or male, whichever model you're using, and this one is on feet. Now with boots and shoes, whether it's male or female, always in the decal area here, make sure you have skin selected, otherwise you don't see them. Okay, so always make sure in decal there that it's on skin. Shoes, now mine were number 8, and you can see why I saved mine with the shoes number 8. There's nothing called boots except the knee-high boots. And again, we'll go through that at a later date. Layer must be skin. Add texture, browse, and find your boot. Open and upload. Now this is the same idea you would use when making shoes or other boots with nice high heels, whatever. It's just a case of messing about with the texture, and like I say, if you're a good artist, fine. But it's just a case of getting it all in sync. So click publish and test outfit on avatar. And this applies to male and female. There we go. Well, they look quite neat. Yes, they turned out quite nice. Yeah, I'm happy with those. I like those. And you can see the buckles. Yep. And the buckle at the top there. Yeah, they look good. Maybe sharpen them up just a little bit more. Oh, wait a minute, what I can do, hue saturation. This is my favourite tool in here, guys, by the way. That just doesn't look quite neat. Yeah, much better. And because this has gone very blue, all you do is, we don't want it that blue hue. All you do is cut around it, go around it. Doesn't have to be perfect, but get it as close as you can. Remember, if you hit on that alignment tool up there, your brush disappears. You don't want that. It can be quite a pain, especially if you're in the middle of something like this. And all I do is bring the saturation right down again. You can see it changes it right back to the grey. I like that. Filter, repeat sharpen. Nope, it didn't work because I didn't remove that outline. Filter, repeat sharpen. Peeled that a wee bit, so Nah, export to calf brown boot. Oh, and I misspelled that there, I just saw that. Ignore that, guys. My design clothing. As you can see, I've got a bunch here that I need to finish off at some point. Replace, choose file, remove, trace texture. And as I say, I'm just going to make this one video for that, but use these techniques to make any shoes or boots, whatever, both male and female. Just a case of practicing, guys. Yeah, that's much better, much sharper. I do like those actually. Yeah, they look good. Okay. Now I'll just take a screenshot of those because I'll put them in the catalogue once we're done here. Okay. Yep, they are quite effective. Okay, and that's how you make a pair of boots or shoes. And as I showed you earlier, you have, if we open it up, oh no, camera's low, I don't have my expansion drawing in. Thank you, guys. But it's given a nice little effect, and they are actually, and in fact, if I go in here and I turn round a bit and I just kick my heel up, you can see the sole effect. Do that again. See? So it's very effective. And like I say, I will download a bunch of those for you. Okay, so that textures for shoes and all sorts, and you can just practice. And again, like I say, it's a case of any item you make in here won't look identical to what it is in the image that you've got in your head or that you've taken off your search engine. But what you keep in mind, all you're wanting is the different colours, textures and styles basically, and it is all you have to do is practice with all the different meshes. Okay guys, that's this video finished for now.